Hello everybody and welcome back. I am Merces and today we're playing more 7 Days to Die. So, let's get started. Okay, so starting a brand new week here. Last episode we had the day 21 horde, which went pretty well, despite all the destruction here. We had a couple cups exploding and these unupgraded wood frames don't really have much to stand against a couple explosions, so yeah. We had some more severe damage though. They were actually able to punch through here and actually get into the sort of this kill area right here. So we actually we couldn't actually do meal damage any longer. Technically I could stand on there and do meal damage, whatever. But yeah, so they managed to punch through here, took down a whole bunch of the pillars here as well, and or the round things of 50 pillars, and they also actually started punching on the pillars too, which is really important. This was kind of a big concern at on the space. Would they actually attack the pillars or not? And the answer is yes. So when I'm standing over here, they will actually target the pillars themselves, as opposed to go into this little area here. Of course, we did also take down the ladder, so they can't actually get up to me any longer. So, yeah, the pathfinding shouldn't actually find any way up to me. That's the only place. Of course, when I jump down there, they will of course find one. But yeah. So, or we have to get on here. So that's a pretty major success. That basically means this base will work for now. But of course, there are still some pretty major problems with it for the short term. Specifically, we can't use cobblestone longer. We need to upgrade the concrete. And I have also decided to go one further module out, so we will actually expand this another 3 blocks out. Which of course means we'll get a whole much more spikes and stuff. And yeah. I also decided a couple of design decisions too. We're not actually going to put blade traps on these pillars here after all. Instead we're just going to have like a essential row of them around the whole thing, and then we're going to put electric fences on top so they get stunned. That will mean we don't have to worry about messy wiring, and also I don't actually think they will be able to destroy the blade traps completely then without the setup. Because like the demolishers and cops shouldn't actually see me when they are on the trap, so I think that should be quite nice. So that in mind, what is going to be the plan for this week? Well, basically it's going to be to upgrade this base here to concrete. Now, when I say concrete, I'm not entirely sure what that means, simply because I don't actually think we can harvest enough resources to upgrade the entire thing to concrete this week. So I think we're just gonna do essentially the 50 pillars here, as well as the pillars themselves, at least like the first 2 blocks, which is everything they're gonna be hit, and then the rest will probably just still be concrete or cobblestone. The entire base will also be raised up by 1 as well. You can see like we got the wooden beams there. They're actually supposed to be concrete, but I'm actually putting them on top of there, so the entire thing will be raised by 1, and then including all the bars and stuff will also be raised by 1 block. That's just gonna leave, or just gives a little bit more space beneath here, which means it can be easier to shoot the zombies, and also I think it should mean that cops and stuff will do less damage. That's the least theory. So yeah, I'm also unsure about these things. They work. They do of course take a low away though, so we're gonna have to just sort of turn that. So yeah, also some up here. Look how cool this stuff looks now when I chop down most of the trees around there, so you can actually see this other town quite well now. Get rid of all the other trees too. It's gonna look pretty cool, I think. I'm tempted to add like a watchtower in the middle just to essentially get to see that. Anyways though, where do we start? Well, to get concrete, we're of course going to need a concrete or cement mixer, and before we can get a cement mixer, we need a workbench, and we actually have both of those 2 unlocked. So we should go and get those things. I'm actually going to go and create those, and then I think it's time to take a look at the secret project I've been talking about for the past couple of episodes there, and see just what exactly that's all about. So, yeah, be right back. Okay, so here comes the workbench. I'm not quite sure where to put it though. We can just move it later, of course. That seems to be fun. Okay, let's not make a cement mixer. Okay, let's take a look at that. Oh, wait, you can make this? That's okay. That seems like a useless recipe. Dude, you get thousands of them. Okay, whatever. So, what is this secret project I've been talking so much about? Well, during the nights over the past week here, I have of course been back at base there doing work, and the plan of course was to continue expanding the pad, and I have been doing that a little bit. Primarily, of course, I expanded back at the back here. But seeing I have pretty much a full chest full of stone, well, it's kind of obvious that I can't have gotten all of that stone just from digging that. Like, just digging the pad there. So I did actually decide to finally start working on the main base. I kind of found a decent, or sort of a design that worked relatively fine. And so yeah, I decided to just go and just get over with the fact that we have carving tools and then just start dig. So yeah, it's not much, but it's definitely a start. I am actually able to 3 shots down. So it wasn't super painful, but of course this did take like several hours to do, so yeah. I decided to continue with this sort of kind of hexagonal tunnel shapes. As opposed to use the new round ones, I just couldn't find out how to use the the corners and stuff or the curves. I might do that for some like random tunnels in here. Like I'm thinking probably the power tunnels could still be sort of round, and maybe some other ones, but I know. So to keep them as this. I also decided to ditch the staircases and actually use the ramps here themselves, or instead as well some stuff. The run speed up is the same, I found out. I think they have the same hitbox actually as stairs as turns out, so yeah. So yeah, that's how, of course, now that means we can sort of preserve the sort of hexagonal shape of the ramps down here as well. So yeah. You might recognize this room from A19. This is the primary or just generic crafting room. So I did actually start to just, well, actually I've completed the whole thing as well. So in here we're gonna put firstly a chest for wood, for the fuel for both the cabinet tables and the forges. So I'd actually go and do that as opposed to, or yeah, I decided to do that this time because I was a little bit annoying not having a source of wood there, although of course I didn't really use them. And then we're gonna have 2 bays here we're gonna have 2 workbenches on either side, 2 chemistry stations on either side, 2 forges on either side, and then 2 cement mixers on either side. Might mix those up over sure. I did also just forget the chemistry station number, that's fine. Yeah, so it's gonna be the generic scratch room. I also started to ditch the doors too, so we have this kind of hexagonal shape here as well with the slopes and the inside corners and stuff. Looks really cool. These are new blocks we didn't have in A19, so yeah, I couldn't use that. I started also working a little bit on this sort of generics iron crafting room, and then besides that we're gonna have a generics ammo crafting room, and of course over here we're gonna have the cement crafting room. And that's of course gonna be 4, so to flesh out the symmetry I decided to actually add a 5th room. I think that's gonna just be a generics chemistry station crafting room, for making things like gas and glue and whatever it's doing with chemistry station. Anything else? I guess it's those 2. So yeah. And also over here we're gonna have the storage room. So this room right here is gonna be, wait, this sort of 9x9 cube, which we had as sort of primary room. For now, we're just gonna put some boxes down here and maybe even add the crafting stuff and well, actually, I'm gonna put the crafting benches here, but I'll put the storage in here for sure. And then we'll also go and move all the items from the other base back to here, which will basically mean we'll actually, by the end of this week, we will actually abandon this base, which is, I'm unsure about that, to be honest. Because I might still actually want to use it for actually looting the city. Also, look at the amount of chests there. We need to fix that at one point. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're essentially gonna do. So yeah. Now, of course, this is currently just wood, though. I will actually, that's not the reason I need a lot of concrete. I actually want to upgrade this entire thing here to concrete now, so we'll see. Also, it's annoying. Falling dirt blocks are actually entities, just as zombies, and they will actually phase through the ground, and if there's a hole underneath them, they will actually form there, so yeah. What to do here, I'm a little bit unsure, because there's a free block up here. We can actually jump up that with max parkour, but I'm not sure. And also like what to do this tunnel here, because suddenly it's no longer, this is a square tunnel, so I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, we have a cement mixer. Put that there. Let's start mass producing concrete. We have a little bit already, just ready to go actually. But alright, I could probably melt on cement good night this entire week. Whoops. Well. So let's just favorite that. Make 2000. 58 minutes. What speeds up that? Advanced engineering? No. So it doesn't say, but I actually do believe that this speeds up cement mixer. We do actually have 3 skill points available. I'm not really sure what to spec into. I'm actually considering starting with some grease monkey actually. Just because that allows us to at least get the mini bike. Okay, I can even get the motorcycle, but yeah, at least the mini bike. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get the mini bike just made, and then we can spend, or we can do some stuff for next week with that, essentially. Yeah, so I can go make the mini bike handlebars. Then we'll go and make some forges ourselves. Need some just clay. This chest, I have a commercial chest of that as well. Let's make, I guess we can just start with 4. This is like what we can put down in the crafting room. And after that, we'll just go and make more concrete shapes. Okay. Right. Timing, I guess, but I don't need that. Okay. Let's now go and place these things down here. Yeah, this is the place for the first so workbench, here should be the first chemistry station. I just realized I built this a little bit too small. Because chemistry tables are 3 blocks wide. Cool. Okay. Oh. Is that 400 meters away? Save me. Okay. Okay, so what do we get from the first airdrop? It's picked up by a mini bike. 104 iron is not bad. Okay, as I can remember, it is currently day 22, which means that Jen should have restocked. Did she have? So, is there anything interesting here? So, wood splitter mod, we already have. Weapons, flashlight, improved fittings. Got advanced fittings. So concrete mix, cement. Okay, that's it. So pretty much nothing. And in the secret stash, there is a bicycle. Neat. Oh, that's it. Okay, so pretty much nothing. Okay.
Really? Well, okay then. Oh, this is the best way to get dukes.
I'm actually gonna take this.
Be careful.
Wait, what? So looking towards the south there, or southwest, the train just seems to stop. It stopped at a hill though. Okay. Seems pretty flat as well, so it's probably city, I would say, around here. Some is there. Yeah, so that just stops. I'd like to be that's the world border though. Is it? Okay, I'm trying to sort of keeps going down again. Oh. That's fun. Okay, so that's where the world border is. So straight up actually going south. Oh. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. So we are literally this like as south as we can get. Okay. That didn't kill me instantly. That's important to note. Yeah, I didn't actually thought it just end with a mountain, but I guess it does. Okay. Faster. Okay. We have a trader. Let's go and talk with him.
Here's your reward. I owe you one.
Just XP. Okay. I actually brought 40,000 dukes with me as well, so let's take a look at what you sell. Probably not much. Magazine standard mod is tempting, but I don't know if it's not. You sell a workbench. Okay, it's nothing really too important. Engine. Ooh. Okay. Tactical on 7. Oh. Nothing. Customized fittings, but okay. Whatever. The zombie. So I actually realized a couple of more things as well we need to try to get really quick. Of course, no ogre is a thing, but there's actually 2 books as well, which is going to be important, or skill books, and that's going to be when it comes to mining. I think we struggled a lot with in the last season. So the first thing is actually a couple of things. So first I have a 20% chance to one-shot any ore. Okay, we do have this one, 10% more ore when best for coffee. But this is going to be important for mining speed. This doesn't matter. But also these stacks as well are also going to... Right, so that's just actually you. I need all 7. Oh. Okay. Well, if you can't find a hill, just make your own. Okay, so over here... This just seems like more forest. Really make out any features. Neither over here as well. Okay, but that's definitely the snow biome. I'm not quite sure if I can make anything over here. Nope. Yeah, so this is the snow biome, so basically... I guess sort of northwest. Okay, it was actually even closer than I thought. This is probably just like up 100 meters away from base. So, oh nice. Right. So with this being the snow biome, which sort of goes up like this and essentially wraps around here. And this being the edge of the world, I guess pretty much everything north is just going to be that. So it's actually going to be everything west. And that probably actually means we need to go past or through the snow biome, I'm afraid. Yeah, I think we have a very far distance to the desert. So I found another biome. See, there's a bit of a line over here, so that's a transition. And I'm pretty sure it's a transition between a forest, and it seems to be something dark. So that implies, of course, one of two things. That's either the burnt forest or the wasteland. And while it's the burnt forest, that's going to be even more annoying, because that means I have to go through that as well. If it's the wasteland, well, I guess that's the second best for getting concrete, so... Oh well, I guess I have to take what we'll get, I suppose. Never mind! I am so happy right now. This is actually awesome. It's actually not that far from base even. Sweet. Okay, let's get back to base now. But yeah. You know, there's also this like massive flat spot. Well, I only know that. This would have been the base location. Oh, that's just a single building. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I can probably point this out, but this is going to be the first multi-day episode of the season here. We combine at least 2 days. Yeah, first 2 days into one episode. Right, so we're a little bit concrete now. Let's actually just continue working this stuff. Not quite sure just yet what we're going to do with the main base here. How we'll start upgrading that. Probably just maybe place another module out and then we'll just do some upgrading, I suppose. Okay, so all of the items have now been moved and sorted and put into boxes there. And I guess we can do a little bit of an item counter as well. So medicine, we're pretty good on that now. Medical ingredients. Food and water. A little bit low on food, but we can make a whole bunch. Tons of meat and stuff, so that's nice. Starting to require a decent amount of ammo. Nobody used that much though, so that's that. Decent amount of ingredients too. various different tools, weapons and armor, refined metal stuff, metal stuff to be melted. I actually decided to, well, basically like these things should actually probably be melted down. Well, it's actually checking that butter is like, you know, I guess I probably can. Try to collect level 6 of every item. And we'll see. Healing items, various all the parts, all the mods. We actually have a decent amount of mods now, but of course we don't really, well, we can't really use that many, so that's kind of unfortunate. And seeds. This is the sort of the components versus resources again, so this is why I usually label as components, I think. I think maybe oil is a resource, I can't quite remember. And here's the resources. Here's all the books and or the schematics, which I haven't unlocked yet. Again, I don't want to unlock them until I need them, because then of course I can't sell them technically. Just random misc stuff. Whole bunch of wire relays. That's nice. Okay. And then we get the valuables. 80,400 dukes already, and even 30 golden nuggets and 8 raw diamonds. 2,000 gold cash. We do actually get a little bit of diamonds and stuff from mining iron and stuff, so yeah. And then we just have a little bit of stuff to sell. I haven't brought over everything I'm supposed to sell yet. I'm not quite sure I'm gonna actually bother doing that, given that, well, they're already next to the trader, so that's of course a bit of a better position for them. Yeah, no. That just basically means that this base right here is pretty much no longer in use. I can. Alright, yeah, light climb look is still there. I also brought, or also took the bedroll, the campfire, and the forge as well. Just empty that basically. So I do actually now have an extra forge if I want to place it down. Okay, so a little bit here actually we have more than 200 concrete cubes, and I'm actually wondering what to do with them. So right now, of course, there's two options. We can either just go back down here and just start expanding the main crafting room, or we can actually start essentially using them on, like, well, the base there. And I think it might be time to start working a little bit on the base. And I think just maybe like throughout the night I just wanna get a whole bunch so I can start working on the concrete crafting room basically, because we need a lot more of this. So of course the plan right now is we sort of state, well, okay, I'm not quite sure what about going another 3 blocks out just yet. Maybe I should. I'm pretty sure this is as large the base got last season, right? Although with one less pillar, because it was a symmetrical one. Or it was a center, basically. Yeah, I think so. This time, of course, I want to go a little bit out. So let's actually go another 3 blocks out. I guess we could just start working on the pillars here. I think I'm just going to lay them out. I'm not actually going to start expanding just yet. Okay. In addition to that, as I also talked about, I do also want to go 1 block up. Basically. It's going to be a little bit extra stuff. And so of course we're going to have to fill in on the bars and stuff here. And I don't want to use wood any longer, I want to use concrete. So as we noted, cops were of course able to blow them up. And we'll also, of course, have the beams as well. So I think we're just going to start working on this. But more importantly, it's probably just going to be make the concrete we need to upgrade the actual pillars. Which I guess means maybe we shouldn't spend all of this. We can actually start... well, I guess first repair them and then actually upgrade them. That's a little bit more crucial. Basically, of course, again, everything should be steel, or should be concrete, at least for now. Let's do 2 blocks high first. It's gonna be a while until we can get steel, unfortunately, but I don't think that should matter. And also, I'm not gonna do this just yet, but when we start getting into like real problems when it comes to cladding. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh. Interesting. I don't think that's the one we want to. Probably just want a plate, I'm gonna say. On the face. Yeah. So whenever actually we get to, or whenever we get problems with durability, we will actually go and plate them. And this should basically, like, you know, multiply the HP by 5. So yeah, that should be enough, basically. I don't think we need that just yet. Okay. Now, problem we actually run into now, though, is one that's gonna last for the rest of the series. We have quite a lot of cement now, but we're completely out of sand. So I'm actually gonna have to just go and start digging up the roads here, basically, for a little bit. Right now, our really only proper source of sand is gonna be gravel along the roads there. This is gonna be a painfully slow one. So you can of course make it from small stone, convert a couple thousand there. Maybe I should actually. Means we don't have that much stone either though, so yeah, I think we'll just do this basically. There is some amount of sand around here, I suppose. So sand is sort of, yeah, the sand colored. Or maybe not. I think these are sand piles. There's a couple construction things here, there's a couple sand piles, but okay, I guess there isn't really that much. I thought it was a bit more. Okay. Well, I guess this is it then. There's also some crushed stone in the buildings, which we could also start tearing apart, so we'll see. But yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna chop it up, or just take up way too much sand. I think maybe there's a wood even. You know what? I have a better idea. I am 4 HP away from actually have to one-shot sand with a shovel, which is stupid. Let's get some proper tools. Turns out we have exactly enough to make both a steel shovel and pickaxe. We have 1 steel ingot and 5 steel tool parts remaining. Nice. Okay, so one likely thing we noted in the last horde is the fact that if these blocks here gets destroyed, dogs can actually just walk on here and just literally walk in. So to prevent that, I think if I actually add another sort of layer of poles, there's another one basically here, like this. Oh. I actually think that that should stop dogs. Anyway, so that's it for today. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please leave a like. And so, thanks for watching. Have a nice day and goodbye.